Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel. Hey, what is going on YouTube? It's the brain of the mainframe, Nile Scala here with the Pop XP, and joining me is a guest co-host. He's hosting tonight. We're interviewing him tonight. Everyone, please welcome back to the channel, Mr. Alton Simpson. How we doing, man?
Oh, excellent, Nile. Good to be here, man. I always love it coming on here. I always have a good time.
Yeah, man, it's great to have you back. I love seeing, man, you're always so busy. I don't know how you have time for everything between your family, your day job, you know, helping out people, doing the books. I mean, do you sleep?
Very little.
Is that why your books are about vampires? Or are you trying to tell us something?
Yeah, it's all connected, dude.
There you go. There you go. So how has everything been? It's been a while since I've had you on the show. Has everything been good? Getting back into the swing of things?
Yeah, pretty good. My last Kickstarter bunny did about 17K on Kickstarter and 3.5 on Indiegogo. Nice. And people seem to like the character. And then I have the new thing, which is a Westchester, which is another spinoff of my vampires book. So, you know, just putting one foot in front of the other.
Nice, man. Well, it's great. So along with yourself tonight, we've got three other great guests. Yep. So what I'd love to do is let's jump into it. We've got a returning guest. We love having him on. But it's not just this fine gentleman. We have his better half here. And when they collaborate, something magical happens. Something worth backing. Everyone, please welcome Dan Mendoza and Knightmare Lynch. Aw, hey.
What's up,
so
guys?
Fuzzy. What's going on, man?
That's cool.
And lady. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. You got another campaign going on that's crushing it.
Over in 3 days.
I know you have 3 days left on this campaign. That's crazy. But let's chat a little bit, you know? Sure. How's life? What's new? How many more creators are you going to get to move to your neck of the woods?
You know? We got Bill McKay so far, man.
We're gonna fucking convert everybody.
Yeah,
and be
it's
like,
gonna be the new
have this like posse
indie comic creator area, man, in Michigan. Yeah. We got Tom Hutchinson, Big Dog Inc. is like an hour and a half away.
Really? Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
I have to ask, did you persuade Bill to move, or was this all on his own?
Yes,
accord?
I bought him a Coke and a bag of Kit Kats, the little Halloween size ones, and he said, "I'll be right there."
We helped him find his apartment. Like,
yeah,
it just happened where he was like having to look for a new place, and we're just like, dude.
I'm like, dude, come on.
Won't you be our neighbor?
Yeah, and so he was down here visiting, I think for my birthday, and then we're like, let's go apartment shopping for you, and then we just looked at a lot of places. It was fun.
Cause that's like the most funnest thing in the world for me. Like
looking at apartments.
I'm like,
he's got like a cute little apartment with like a little balcony.
Oh, it's cute.
It's dope. You can see like a strip of downtown Jackson, and so his view is like really pimp. Like, it's super dope.
It's like a bunch of old churches and cool old buildings in his view. It's really nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then when you walk into his place, he just like, it's just like you could tell he's just an artist. You're just like, dang, there's toys and
it's just nothing but you walk in and it's just action
TVs
figures
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
one room is his TV room, and it's just two gigantic TVs that take up the wall. Like, he's like, this one's for video games and this one's for I'm just like, geez, dude, that's crazy. But yeah,
that's the life right there. How many do you have a multi TV room, Alton?
No, I just have like a TV in every room. So I think I have more computers and like screens because I have an old Mac, and then of course you have the newer Macs, and then of course you have a laptop, and then of course you usually have a pad. So it's kind of like the collection. Well, I don't use them all. It's my whole family's back and forth, but it's like a collection of assorted, old.
We're
stuff.
controlled. We're controlled by screens.
Yeah, we are.
It's ridiculous.
I actually had to cut back recently because I felt like it was just too much.
Right. That's awesome. Now, so you got this campaign going on, so we're gonna jump into that new campaign. We got Daniel Brule. Hey, hi Dan, hi Nightmare. Just want to give a quick shout out to our chat, everyone out there that's watching. Thanks for joining us. It's good seeing the familiar faces. We've had a crazy week of just really weird stuff, so it's good to be back on track and back streaming. So let's jump into it. So you've got your third campaign out for Cannibal Kitty.
Yeah,
issue 3. Man, you guys are crushing 80K, man.
Wow.
Over 80K.
Amazing.
71 hours to go.
Dang!
What?
Yeah, baby.
Wait, does this end on your birthday?
The day after.
Yeah, the day after.
Yeah. So we're gonna do
it says it right here.
We're gonna do a countdown party.
Wow.
So at 85, we have this lanyard that is gonna be going out to all the backers
for free.
Yeah, for free. It's so fucking cool. I designed it, so it's fucking badass.
Yeah, he'll pull it up.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I was like, we gotta do an 85K lanyard, Nightmare. I was like, you better get to work. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, here's the template. Do it. She's like, yeah, awesome. She's all over it.
That's great. Now, with each campaign, you're seeing bigger and bigger numbers, right?
Yes.
Like with all your different series?
Yeah, I think Sugar Pop is the highest one still. It's like I think the highest she ever did was almost 120 or something.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's like after we do our backer kit and everything like that. It's always it's way up there. It's pretty cool. So.
Wow. Now you guys, so you always do Kickstarter. You haven't done Indiegogo yet, right? Were you talking about thinking about doing it, or
I'll be doing one for Zombie Tramp after it ends after we do the Kickstarter in October for Zombie Tramp. It's gonna go straight to Indiegogo. Yeah.
Nice. Wait, you're doing Zombie Tramp?
Oh yeah.
What? Wait, no. Let's check something out here. What is this that you're doing?
We got the rights back to Zombie Tramp. So
what?
Yeah.
Everyone at home, slow clap because this is perfect. You got the rights back. Fantastic. So it's now yours again.
Yes, sir. So
cool.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it off in October 21st.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the first time we're saying this date because we keep saying October. But we started like a slow build where when people were getting their like Sad Girl 4 books in the mail from that campaign, like there was just randomly this flyer and it was just her arm coming out of the ground and a tombstone, and it was like, what is this? Is this what I think it is? And I just let it build. And then before we went to MegaCon, because as for some shows we were handing out flyers for it, and then just kept building like a hype, and then right before we went to MegaCon, we posted a video saying that we got it back, and then so yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So we're gonna do our first book in Merchandise Fest in October, and then the next book will be in June next year, and Action Lab has 7 books left that they're going to finish off, and then that's it.
Nice, dude. That's cool. Congratulations, man. That's great. I'll definitely get back into the campaign, but I do have to ask, was it like a crazy battle to get your rights back, or was it kind of like a mutual thing that was a business?
Yeah,
it was long. It was a long process.
It was about a 3-year process, but yeah, I'm not really allowed to talk about what happened. But yeah.
No, that's fine. Yeah, if it was tedious or
it was tedious. It took about 3 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was tedious.
Tedious, yeah. I see what you did there. Oh damn!
But yeah, it was tedious, but it was totally worth it. So
cool. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you got that back. So I know like everyone's always asking questions about it when you're on, and you're like, well, it's it is what it is, and now it's yours. So that's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. We'll go back to Sorry, Nightmare. We're going back to Cannibal Kitty.
Oh no, I don't care.
Right.
I love Zombie.
All right. So we got Cannibal Kitty. We got issue 3. For those out there that don't know, just quickly, what is Cannibal Kitty all about?
She's about this little kitty, this cute little kitty that can turn into a human, and then also she has her beast mode when she feeds, and she's from that same universe from Sad Girl Psycho Baby, so it's like post-apocalyptic. But within the last issue, she is now in the 90s. So I'm not going to go into detail about this issue, but yeah, she's in the 90s, and it's fun.
Yeah, you got this murderous shape-shifting cat girl that got pulled into 1990, and she has to figure out how she's going to eat without everybody watching her eat and stuff, and blending in with society and stuff, and doing secret murders.
Yeah.
She's got to figure out how to eat so nobody watches her eat.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta eat something.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This Blockbuster video store is pretty sweet, but I'm hungry.
Yeah. I love that. I love the whole Blockbuster homage thing.
That was the whole thing, because we're like, it's 1990. What can we do? And Nightmare's like Blockbuster Video, and I was like, heck yeah. So
we put Hollywood Video and Blockbuster together and did Woodbuster.
Nice. Love that. Well, let's check out your campaign video. Nightmare, did you put this together?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's check that.
It's nothing crazy. It was like very fast. Don't judge me.
Don't try to be as good as the other ones, or this interview's over.
Cool.
Better with his last name.
Sold. Nice.
Well done.
That was that. Yeah, that's well done.
That was a quick video.
She built that in 15 minutes.
Awesome. Such wholesome music, you know. Really reminds me of my parents.
We love Pond 5.
Yes. Dude, don't knock Pond 5. Pond 5 is great.
We did everything from Pond 5.
If you can time it just right, you can just download the preview. Before it goes, Pond 5.
Pond 5. But sometimes that Pond 5, when it comes in, you're like, I liked it better when it said that.
Right? Some of the stuff, definitely. It's like some type of like weird techno mix.
Yeah. Pond 5.
Pond 5. But so let's get to the campaign items that you have here. I mean, you've got like a huge list all the time. How many covers are we talking?
Not actually, this campaign is the least amount of covers any campaign we've ever done, because
it's
I don't know why, but
it's minus about 4 books basically.
4 artists, I would say.
4 artists, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, we usually have like I think
we usually have like 13 rewards. This time we have
10 artists.
Really?
Or 9, at least 9 artists.
I don't know.
I don't
know. Yeah. But Zong Brothers right there, man, they're awesome.
Yeah, then you got some great covers here as always.
Yeah,
a huge variety.
Yeah, Kendrick Lam.
Anyone knew this? Like anyone on this campaign first time?
Miss U Pacey,
which is like reward 2 or something.
Alexa Lowe and Isaac Bell.
Oh, I love Isaac.
That one.
Reward 3 is Miss U Pacey.
Yeah.
She's a really good artist. I follow on Instagram, and the Alexa Lowe. That's the first time she's done a cover for us.
Yeah.
And, her significant other is Isaac.
Isaac,
Isaac, man.
So,
here's Isaac right here.
They knocked that out. It's so cool.
Yeah.
His style his style is so 90s. It's awesome, man.
Oh, I love his style. And I believe he's like all self-taught too. I don't think he really did too much formal like art school stuff. If my memory serves me correct, and Isaac, if you're watching, I'm sorry. But I just for some reason I feel like when I talked to him about it, he's like, I kind of just taught myself how to draw.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
no,
We
who's
never
this
had that
guy?
guy before.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
First time trying him out.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do a Cruella homage cover. And then I saw the movie, and I was like, I'm still gonna do the cover, but the movie's terrible.
You didn't enjoy it? There we go, Woodbuster.
There it is, Woodbuster.
Buster.
I wish rental places still existed.
I think they have one in Jackson, so because we're like in the 90s. So.
Yeah, Jackson, Michigan is like the 90s.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's like mullets and everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Time travel.
What?
I saw a dude with a Jerry curl the other day too. I was like,
What?
man,
Soul Glow? No way.
he got the soul glow. It was crazy.
Soul Glow.
Thank
Back
you.
to the future, Marty.
There you go.
We're going
I want to
back.
go there. I love the 90s. I'm getting like so crazy and nostalgic with everything lately. Like I've been hunting for like, like one of those old tube TVs that are like in like the nice wooden cabinet.
Uh,
And I told my
all
mom
you
I
need-
found one. I
you should get
found
the
one.
cabinet and put like a real new TV in it.
Yeah.
Like, just take the shell of the cabinet and put a TV in it.
No,
My
I want
mom's
to put in
got one.
VHSs.
Yeah, my mom's got one in her garage. I was just gonna. My uncle wants it. We got it in I think I got it in like 1965. It's a wood cabinet with a stereo on either side, and then the big tube in the middle. I remember watching them land on the moon on that.
Whoa.
Wow.
My uncle's like, I don't want to. We can't get rid of it. His wife's like, where are we going to put it? Because it's
Oh,
huge.
man.
It's a real piece of furniture. Back then, they wanted to make your TV and stereo part of your normal wood furniture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Fit in.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's a giant. It's like 7 feet, 8 feet long console.
Wow.
But I've seen people take out that giant tube and put in, new stuff and change it up. So we'll
Uh,
see.
I like the record player ones that are
Oh, yeah.
like, it's like a big dresser and it's like
Yeah.
wood, and then
Yep.
you get the record player inside. Those
Yeah.
are cool.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
That's awesome.
That's
yeah,
cool.
that was the Bill McKay spot foil that was up there. It's
Shiny.
yeah, the printers we used. That's our first time doing a spot foil. This one right here.
This
So
one right here, yeah.
yeah, we're showing it off and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the orders are doing really good on it too.
Yeah, I love Bill McKay's. Such great line work.
Yeah,
It's so meticulous.
And then we always offer the back issues for those of you that that might want to jump on this campaign, but it's issue
Don't
3,
know
so you're
what's
kind of
going
like, I don't
on.
know. But yeah, you can always get 1 and 2 through it too. So
Nice. And as always, your sketch covers are sold out.
yes, sold out. Original art sold out.
Had your printed copy. Nice, man. This looks great. You got your acrylic standees.
Yeah, the acrylic standees are big time popular in all of our Kickstarters. They sell the highest next to the books. Like it's always at the top. It's really cool.
Is that The Shining?
Yeah, I did a
Nice.
Yeah.
cover.
That's why the video has like the rug
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So then we did a Freddy Krueger theater piece. It was based off of a Playboy cover that Knightmare found.
Oh,
And
wow.
I was
That's
like,
cool.
Let's take this Playboy cover and make it into like a Freddy Krueger piece.
Very cool. Very cool.
Lots of freebies. Oh, we did a Lily
Monsters.
Munster lenticular.
Nice.
and an Eddie.
Yeah, and then we decided to do an Eddie Munster schoolgirl kind of outfit thing going on.
And I met him.
Yeah.
Like,
We met Eddie
A couple
Munster a
weekends
couple
ago.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? That's awesome.
so cute.
That's
Yeah.
one of my regrets from my first con. I do a vampire comic, and his wife contacted me and said, he wants you to come over and say hi. And I was
Cool.
so nervous because it was my first convention. I was like freaking out trying to sell a comic book, and I never went over. So I'm going to have to track him down.
Oh.
Because
Very cool.
the note they sent me, I look at it, I go, that's like the nicest thing anybody's done for me, So I'll have to track him down.
Crazy.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
super sweet. There's a lanyard. So
There you go.
once
Coming.
we get to 85K.
Oh, you're
Got
dead.
3 days to get to 85K. Pfft, no problem.
Nice. Now, when your campaigns are over, do you use any of the third parties for like anyone that wants to get something they may have missed?
Yeah, we were using CrowdOx, but since they
Yep.
merged with BackerKit, we're doing BackerKit now. So
Okay, so it's all considered BackerKit now, right? So CrowdOx
yeah,
doesn't even
it's
exist.
basically all.
It's all the same. Nice.
We were having troubles with it,
Mm-hmm.
but we got a guy now that to take away our worries. So it's going to be awesome.
Awesome. That's awesome. Well, hey, this is great. You got 675 backers. You have 71 hours to go. You're over 80K. That is fantastic. I know you'll hit that stretch goal for the lanyard. So everyone out there that's watching this live, that's going to be watching this recorded, make sure to click that link below, back the project, share the project. There's just a couple hours under 3 days. So help spread the word of Lil 6 Kannibal Kitty issue 3. And, just share it out. If you can't back it, share it. You may know one person, you might know 50 people on your friends list or more that may back this campaign. So do that, continue it so that Dan and Knightmare can continue creating these awesome, fun books. Yeah. And I love having you guys on. You guys are fun. We really got to get you on one of our drinking streams where we just talk and drink.
Do you play games, like drinking games?
Is it a live stream or a private stream? What are we doing?
That's what kind of game.
What kind of games we playing?
Private.
But no, that's cool. So actually, this is great. With your campaign going on and then going into Alton's campaign. I don't know, you guys want to check out Alton's with me? Should we check it out?
Oh, I'm just a piker compared to you guys.
Ooh, I don't know, man. You got a heck of a universe.
I'm gonna back yours. I'm gonna go on there.
Alton, how old are you? You said you saw the moon land. How old are you?
Dude, I'm ancient. I'll be 56 in October.
What? He did not look that. Yeah, I was like, how do you see the moon landing? This guy's
I'm
like
lucky.
40.
My mom's 84, and she looks, when I go out, they think I'm older than she is. So I guess I inherited it from her.
Hey, you got some good genes there. You're probably in better shape than all of us, too. I remember you doing your push-up challenge and everything.
Yeah, I try. You know how it is.
You got a filter on your screen right now?
Yeah. He's all, give me the younger filter.
There you go. So we got Witches of Westchester #1 in art book. This looks cool, man. Now this is new. This is a whole new spin-off series, right? Or addition to your universe.
Yeah, I introduced them in Vampires in New Jersey #6. And they're a bunch of witches who are in college that are being trained by a professor who's, like a more advanced witch. But I wanted to connect the story to Westchester as a town. I actually wanted, the hook is that I looked up Westchester's and, it's almost like Springfield with the Simpsons. There's Westchesters all over the place. Yeah. So I kind of wrote the story connecting all the Westchesters throughout time through the witches. Mm-hmm. So something might happen in the 1800s in Worcestershire, wherever in England, which is the original name of Westchester. And then it affects something that happened in 1932 in Westchester, New York, which affects, something that's happening today in Westchester, wherever. So
nice. That's cool, man.
Easy. Yeah.
I'll start off. I'll play the campaign video. This way everyone gets a good, they get to see the art and everything.
Cool.
I like
the X's.
the X's with the little tentacle.
Oh, right up here, right?
Yeah.
I got lucky with that.
I love the detail on the image. It's great.
Yeah, that's C.B. Zane.
Yeah, he does good work.
Yep.
Think Buffy meets The Craft, with Evil Dead thrown in. Meet the Witches of Westchester. The art book and the first issue of the comic book is now available on Kickstarter. Witches of Westchester is part of Alton Simpson's Shared Universe comic series, with art by C.B. Zane, Lance Footer, Wendy Steen-Shaner, Trevor Grace, Axe Bone, Gregorio Lagarino, Sean Howe, Steph Wilson, Carrie Ann, April Grady Reyna, and UK model Asia Miriam. Get both our nice and naughty covers now. Check out the Kickstarter today.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Lovely.
That's
Thank
cool.
Lisa Malone of Malone Management for putting that together.
I'm gonna be
Very good.
going upstairs later, going dun, dun, dun,
Right?
dun,
Yeah, I know.
I'm going up the stairs. Dun, dun.
It's deliberate. Yeah. I used
love
to write my own music, but Lisa's good at at mixing things together.
Mhm.
So.
That
You know,
Trevor Grace came out really good. Who colored it?
Actually, my Vampires of New Jersey guy.
Wow, that's really
Um,
cool. Yeah,
yeah.
it came out really nice.
Yeah.
You know, this looks great, man.
Connor,
I like
I'm sorry, Connor
No.
Cole.
Connor Cole. Nice. Now you're doing an art book and a comic book.
Yeah, I did the art book last time because I wanted to introduce a character, Bunny Goes to Space, and it did really well. So I said, well, I actually had the comic. I wrote this like 2 years ago, and I've been wanting to release it. COVID slowed me down last year. It was supposed to come out. So I said, well, I can do the art book and I can do the comic. People can get either or both, So just trying to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, no, I love the interior, man.
Yeah, Bob Heron is another guy that he did a couple covers previously with me, and he's turned out like his own like universe of characters, and I just feel like he's up and coming. He really does good work. So I really wanted to partner with him on this to try and create something different. I want each of my comics to have a different look, and this seemed to fit.
Yeah. So where's this now? So how many different series do you have that all fall into the same universe?
Well, all of them do technically.
Yeah.
Vampires in New Jersey was first. Vampires versus the Mob, like True Blood versus Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
And then Blackjack was my superhero, but I didn't want to do capes and cows. Although we love capes and cows, he's a superhero whose powers change without his control. So one day he can fly, one day he can't, one day he's strong, one day he's not. So he takes a trip across the country to find other people like himself so he can, figure out who he is. It's like X-Files meets Unbreakable. And then I had a spinoff of Werewolves, which is Vampires, which is Werewolves of Brooklyn, which is a biker crew from Brooklyn that you can hire. So they're kind of like Anarchy, Sons of Anarchy meets The Howling.
Yeah, that looks good.
And then I wanted to do something completely different and a little bit lighter. So then I came up with Bunny Goes to Space, which is basically like Harley Quinn meets Barbarella.
Yeah.
It's got a 60s aesthetic to it, retro space thing, opera, which I'm writing right now. So I'll have the first issue of that out next year. And then Witches of Westchester I introduced in Vampires in New Jersey. And I like I said, I wrote the story. I've been trying to get it out. And we finally got to the point. That's Asia Miriam. She's a model I found on Instagram. And I talked to her about the comic. And she's in London, actually. And she got all excited about the idea. And she did some shots for us. So
nice. That's such. She's awesome. I like her look, man.
Yeah, I actually interviewed her because of the time difference. I couldn't interview her on the launch.
I get it.
Yeah, we were going for like an American Horror Story kind of gothic thing, but she's not really a cosplay artist. She's just like very fashionable. And I kept seeing her Instagram. I'm like, are you like somebody already? You seem like you really very, like how can a normal person afford all these clothes and changes and things? But she really
Amazon.
Yeah. It worked out. So
nice.
So far, so
awesome,
good.
Man. Yeah, you got a bunch of great covers here. A bunch of, you got the naughties and the nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Got to have the naughties and the nice. You have, so you got Keith Garvey.
Yeah, he was nice enough to join.
Grady. Wendy Steen Shaner. She does the 3D computer generated ones.
Yeah, real funny. My roommate from college saw her bunny interpretation, and he texted me. He goes, "Oh, do you have that chick's number?" I'm like, "Dude, she's not a real woman." And he's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Dude, But Wendy's stuff was very, very cool.
Yeah, some of her stuff's so real. I'm like, "Is that a cosplayer?" And you're like, "No, it's not. It's a 3D generated the art she does. We got Steph Wilson on here. Steph's everywhere now.
Yeah, he is. You know what's weird? I didn't know it, but I was the first person to ask him to actually do a cover.
Really?
I met him at a super tiny con at the Jersey Shore, February 2019. And what was it, 2019?
No, so you're responsible for his career.
It was before COVID. It was before COVID.
He owes you everything.
No,
you are responsible for his career.
Because he showed me the art, and I was like, "Wow, this is like really different. I've never seen anything like this before." And then before I got to my Kickstarter, he started doing covers, and it just exploded. He's all over the place.
Yeah, I agree. Time of Dying, naughty covers for only $15 is a steal. Dang. I couldn't resist.
Thanks, Time of Dying. I appreciate it, man.
Nice. How do you guys with these campaigns? I mean, how do you manage all these different covers and all these things? I mean,
I don't. I usually work with a team.
Yeah.
In this case, I'm working with. I keep calling him Russ. Let me get his name right. I don't want to say it wrong. He's actually new, and I met him through Lisa, but he's excellent. He's done like a lot of Russ Cassidy.
Yeah, that's who we use now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's great. I mean, he, with all his experience, he knows like a lot of different things than I've been doing, and I'm learning from him as we go. You know, we bounce ideas off each other, and it's been fun so far. You know,
nice. So he handles all the fulfillment.
No, he handles the actual page and the pictures.
All the technical, all the backer kit technical stuff. So
like I kind of try and keep the same structure as far as stretch goals and rewards and add-ons and things, because people tell me they like it. I mean, literally, after we launched, I left a few things off from the previous campaign, and I got like 10 people saying, why isn't this on there? It was on there last time. They literally want to buy. So I was like, dude, let's just do like we did before and give people what they want. I think that's a lot of it after you get momentum when you do a few. I'm only up to my 4th one, but I've got, I'm getting a loyal following, and I really like making them happy.
Yeah. Hey, you can do, it's funny. I was talking to Billy about this was it this morning? And I was like, you look at like mainstream comics, right? And these guys trying to break in, it's like, oh, they want to get these great careers. They want to, have that rock star lifestyle of comics, which honestly, I think after the 90s boom, that rock star like comic creator thing, I think that was the last decade for it. In that regard. In that regard, right? That's what, unless in Michigan, it's the 90s. There might be different, Dan and Knightmare are probably going around in like a tour bus with like
everybody
and everything.
In the 90s, everybody saw Rob Liefeld in that fucking Levi's jeans commercial, and then everyone's like, I could do that, man. I like to draw comic books, and I can do this. I could be a bigger star than Rob Liefeld, and you get all mad, and he challenges you, and you want to do more. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And, Todd McFarlane going to debates and with no shirt on and stuff, and
no shoes. You're walking around with no shoes. I saw him jump up on a table and yell at somebody once.
Yeah, it's great. It was a crazy time, but we were talking. We're like, man, this is really like the way of everything. Like, this really is kind of the new industry, and it's funny. I'm going to be doing this. Maybe I'll talk to you guys too. Maybe you want to join in, but I'm going to be doing an episode talking about running your comic book business basically through crowdfunding. Like, that's your store. That's what you do. To launch your stuff. Because I read a post from another creator that is not too successful in one regard, but has been doing it for a long time, and was like, this isn't for business, and it's called Kickstarter because it's just a kickstart, and then you have to get your book into stores and this and that. It's like, no, it's not. Like, if you can make a great living with your core fan base, and it doesn't have to be 500,000 copies to make a decent living. Because if Dan, you go through your publishers, you do this, and you go through Diamond, then you get through that. I mean, you get $1 per book or whatever your agreement is. But I mean,
it's less than that.
Yeah, less than that. Yeah, I mean, it's
nothing.
Sometimes it's nothing.
Yeah, and then you do this, and it's yours. It's strictly yours. So why not do business this way? And it's growing and growing.
Crowdfunding isn't to kickstart your business. You're kickstarting projects. Every book is a project.
Exactly. So
I kind of did it the other way because I was already in stores. 25 stores selling out before I did a Kickstarter.
Nice.
So I was at a store yesterday with my new. I did a graphic novel for Blackjack, and I was delivering it to the store. And I still like going to the stores because, you know, when I was a kid, I was telling the guys at the store yesterday, we didn't even have comic book stores in the 70s. You know, you went to 7-Eleven and you had the spinner and you know, other than, you know, getting a quick peek at Hustler, you looked you looked at comics, you know.
Did yours have the black cover over it though?
He didn't say Playboy. He said Hustler, man.
Hardcore.
It was all lined up. You know. Larry Flint spoke to me. I don't know what to say.
I remember I tried to like push that black cover over like enough so I could look down at the cover. Like, so my mom's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like,
"Nothing."
Yeah, it's like, I'm looking at 4-Wheeler magazine, Mom. Jeez.
In my case, I did a nice synergy between Kickstarter and the stores and cons. You know, like a big circle of things. And I enjoy each one for different reasons. But people who liked my book convinced me to do a Kickstarter because I did an Indiegogo 2019 and it was horrible. I got through the first couple of days and it crashed and burned because I had no idea what I was doing. So they convinced me to work with like staff and some other people and open it up more. And then I funded a year ago last April, the first one. So, you know, I like doing it. But I also have these relationships with, like, I don't know now if you saw on my page, I went up to Jay and Silent Bob's to thank Kevin Smith. Because those guys put my book in, it's almost 2 years now, and all my issues of Vampires and Blackjack have sold out up there. And they put my book right next to, you know, DC and Marvel, and they don't have to do that. So that was really nice of them to do. And it's something I can, you know, use to sell to other stores. I'm at Jay and Silent Bob's, you know, and the comic moved. So I went up to talk to Kevin about it. And I just told him, dude, you know, what you do, we're all indies out here. And we're all like, you know, generation of Kevin Smith thinkers because you went out and shot a movie with like $20 to your parents' credit card. I said, nobody thinks that you can do things like that, but we're all trying to do things like that because of you. He like broke into tears. I mean, it was beautiful. You know. Yeah,
I've been trying to get him on. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer.
Well, okay. I have a friend who's working with him on actually, I think Clerks 3. So I'll see what I can do.
Yeah,
but he's a great guy.
That's why I want to get him on because he's an indie guy. He does mainstream. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not super thrilled with He-Man, but hey, what are you gonna do?
I watched them all in one day. It was fine. It's just like part one. It's not like it's the whole story. It's gonna be okay. Everybody can calm down. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be.
I've been lucky, and I wanted to tell you that. You know what I mean?
But I do appreciate everything that he's done. And man, Alton, this book looks great. Another great book from you. I mean, there's 13 days to go on Witches of Westchester #1 in the art book. You got 160 backers. You're approaching 10K. That's awesome. So again, everyone, if you're watching this live, recorded, make sure to click the link below. Check out the campaign back. If you can't back, at least give it a share. And also, you know, with these creators, if you're looking for any great guests for your streams and you want to help promote their books, you know, reach out. You know, not to Dan, maybe to Knightmare or Alton, but I mean, if you want people to watch, but no, reach out. I mean, they're always great to hang out with and talk to, and you know, they've got you know, these books really are awesome. They're a great time, great escapism, and I really appreciate what you guys do. I do.
Awesome, thank you. Good job, Alton. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
So we got
you guys too.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna we got our next guest on. If you guys want to hang out, you're more than welcome to.
We got to roll.
Sounds good. All right, Dan and Knightmare, thanks for popping on. It was great seeing you. Let me know when the next one's coming.
Nice to meet you, Alton.
Nice to meet you.
So we will.
Ian, do you do the Detroit con out there? Do you do any?
Yeah. So I think it's in November or December. They're going to do Motor City. So yeah,
I'll follow you guys because I met a bunch of guys from Detroit at a North Jersey con, and they want me to come out there, so I have even more reason to come out now.
I'll see you there, man.
Perfect.
You can move down here too.
Yeah, and you can move down here too.
There you go. You can live with Bill McKay. He's got an extra team.
We'll get bunk beds.
That's funny. So good night, guys.
All right. Good night, Dan. Thanks, Knightmare. Have a good one. All right, Alton. So let's get our next guest on. I've seen him in the chat. He's been messaging me since his campaign went live. I'm happy to welcome him. Welcome Fizz Chozo to the show. Fizz, how we doing?
Hello. Please kneel before the mighty Fizz Chozo.
Welcome, my friend. Glad to have you on. I've always seen your name in the chat, participating in some shows and our conversations. And how are you doing tonight?
Strange that a lot of people haven't heard of me. For I have been in the chats of various comics YouTubers since the start of 2021. Oh.
Nice. Well, we see you, my friend. We see you, and you're here. You have a campaign. Is this your first comic book that you're working on?
Yes,
awesome.
most definitely.
Now, do you want to control the screen, or do you want me to put it up?
No, I want to control. I want to control the screen right now.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna pop up your campaign for you right here. So let's talk about it, man. Goofenoid #1. Tell us about this.
Yeah, I'm by the way, I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of pages done because this year I just scrambled together any scraps of money I could to try to make this book.
Yeah,
and it's still not completed. That's why I'm crowdfunding. That's pretty much the main reason why I'm crowdfunding.
Yep.
Because if the book was already because the book was because the book was completed, I wouldn't be crowdfunding it out. So I need extra money to pay all the money to pay the artists.
All right.
And I didn't know the shipping would be calculated into the goal, but that just means I sell less copies. Now, also I can't make good trailers due to hardware issues. I have digital copy right here of $3. You can cameo in the book in the second book in the next issue for $18. One person claimed it. There's no limit on it. I didn't place a limit on it. So it's just there's a scene I can easily squeeze a lot of people in the second book. So I don't have to worry about this that much.
Okay. So tell us a bit about the story. What is Goofenoid about? What adventure are you taking our imaginations on?
Okay, a concept that people told me was a bad idea, but I went anyway since it's quite kind of important to my whole comic book universe I'm trying to build.
Sure.
So this is Goofenoid. He's a clown who's a superhero.
Cool.
Basically, this is basically a misleading image on purpose, since most people are not going to buy a clown. If they know he's a good guy already. So a guy makes him like he's a bad guy from the cover.
But your cover is awesome. I love your cover.
Yeah, artwork's beautiful
from the cover. Now, some teenager with suffers from hallucinations, whose parents get taken away by some mysterious spooky cult that exists in Florida, and now he dresses up as a clown and fights these bad guys. And most issues are self-contained. He uses a lot of gadgets, prank gadgets, like a whole bunch of ones, different types of guns that shoot different things that you wouldn't even even thought of.
Nice. Like what kind? Can you give us an example of maybe a pretty clever gun you come up with?
Well, if you back.
Oh, did we lose him?
Sounded like his voice went out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if
you're right here. You'll see there's a trading card. Wait, I'm sorry. Computer moves. Yeah, you see there's a trading card where he has a gunball machine gun. That's an obvious one.
Oh, that's cool.
But then sushi at people so that birds can attack them.
Nice. That's pretty cool, man. So what inspired this story though? You said it's important to your universe, but what actually inspired this character?
Creeper from DC.
Nice.
A lot of DC Comics characters don't get really used. I mean, no matter how popular it gets, they'll just get shafted because it wasn't created back in the 40s. Yeah, it happens to a lot of characters. That in fact, the universe keeps rebooting. Characters like Creeper, Static Shock, no matter don't care how popular Static gets, they throw them under the bus. A lot of characters, Metal Men. Yeah, so if DC still doesn't want the obvious money from a character like that, then I'll just take it.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, why not? Right? Adapt it to your own if they're not using it. Create your own character that's like it. I like that. I like that. I wonder if I can do something with Batman. You think they'll let me do that?
Yeah, but you did.
I'll be in
Yeah.
court.
Some of my characters DC don't really even use.
Yeah.
Don't really use.
Now, are you the artist on this? Do you draw all this, or are you the writer?
No, I'm just a writer.
You're the writer. Okay, excellent. So, what is the so you've got a few sample stuff done. You've got
the reader to think it's a villain because if I don't, then because if I don't, most people won't buy if they know it's a superhero. Since most people don't like clowns for some reason because it's John Wayne Gacy. Like
yeah.
Now
I got you.
So I gotta mislead the viewer because this is not really meant to be on crowdfunding websites. This is really meant for newsstand. So this magazine distributors. So I gotta try to get through the magazine distributors to newsstand.
Okay, excellent. So, but you're doing this to fund it. You're crowdfunding to get the book done, and then are you going to go straight to newsstand with it?
No, fulfill it first. Of course, I'm gonna fulfill it first.
Okay, excellent.
Then after that, I'm gonna go on online bookstore and put it there. Then put it on newsstand.
Okay, excellent. So you've got this on. How many days you got left on your campaign?
14 and 4% funded. They'll probably extend another 30 days. And if that fails, it's put on Kickstarter then.
Yeah. Excellent. Now, what are you doing? Are you trying to get on other streams and things to help promote this book?
Yeah, I've been doing that for the past couple of months. Months. Haven't been getting that much traction, but I just don't think about this type of stuff too much.
Yeah. Well, marketing is a big thing, and you're probably getting to realize that right now too. Once you get your campaign up, it's like nonstop, right, Alton? You got to be pushing it, posting, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, streaming, all that stuff, man. It's a full-time job. It's a full-time job, But I know you'll get there. Yeah, if it doesn't work on Indiegogo, try Kickstarter. See what Kickstarter does for you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like the art and the idea. It's really cool.
Speaking of second issue,
go ahead, Fitzchosa.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear us?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, what were you saying?
Okay. But by the way, speaking of the cameo in the second issue, you go.
I think his internet's
You
going
will get killed by a villain. A ninja, of course. Since second issue was fighting a ninja. That's the main plot.
Nice. Now your internet's going in and out, so we're losing your audio coming in here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, all right. You were saying something about in the second issue, you get killed by a ninja.
Goofenoid fights a ninja, and that's the main plot. And the reason why that's important is because in the second issue, anybody who decides to cameo is going to cameo as a police officer who gets killed by the ninja. So
nice,
cool,
very cool. And how many cameos did you say there were?
Well, there's no maximum.
Oh, okay, nice.
It's also $18.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, your pricing is very fair in your campaign. To be honest with you, got very fair pricing in that. I like the art. I like the design. Are you a fan of anime?
Well, recently, not
recently?
Yeah.
Now, are you trying to make it? It looks like it kind of has an anime look to it. Your interior.
Yeah, it does. It does. It gets less anime influence as the series goes on.
Yeah. Nice.
Like less and less with each issue.
Now, how long do you? Is this going to be an ongoing series, or is it just a certain issue
definitely.
arc?
No. Most definitely going to be an ongoing series. I'm playing a long game here.
Oh, very good, man. I appreciate that. That's great. So everyone out there that's watching this live or recorded, please take a look at Goofenoid. If you like the idea, if you like the concept, give back this book, give it a share, give it a like, post it up on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, and even invite Fizchozo on to interview, talk about the book, help him get the exposure. It's his first book. And that's what we do in this indie community, right? We help support one another. So help support.
Also, please subscribe to Indie Comics Jones, who is a YouTuber I just promoted on my channel just today, actually.
Yeah, head on over right Indie Comics Jones on YouTube. I'm going to put a link. I don't have this in there because it was brought to my attention prior, but once we're done with this stream, guys, I'm gonna put this into the description of the show. So if you want to check out Indie Comics Jones, please check it out. Give it a like, subscribe, and again, help it. Another indie creator, right? Doing streaming. So let's give us support there.
Very cool.
Now, just tell us though, Indie Comics Jones, what is his channel about?
Well, let's look at the title. He buys comics from his comic book store, local comic book store, and they all indie comics. Most of them, all comics that most people will just pass over.
And so he's reviewing these comics.
Yep.
So it should say Indie Comics Jones reviews.
Yeah, that's if he was to rebrand, that's what he should do.
Nice. Well, that's good. Just giving a shout out to a streamer out there. That's awesome, and he's got quite a few videos on there. He's got like over 400 videos, so check those out and give a subscribe to the channel. And again, head on over to Indiegogo. Check out Goofenoid. Give Fizchozo a shot here. Check it out. Have him on your stream. Share it on your social medias. And get this book funded, so this book can be a reality. And again, if not, like you said, yes, sir.
By the way, in this issue 2, you actually changed the face paint because it's too scary. You don't want to scare everybody. Just bad guys.
Nice. All right, cool, man.
Evolution. I
gotta ask you about this, right? What do we have? What do we have in these panels here? Who are we looking at? Who are these characters?
One of Hernando's hallucinations.
Oh, nice. That's scary, man.
Yeah, it is.
You got like a Iceman, a snowman. Is that a Yeti, abominable snowman?
Yep, a Yeti. Yep, a Yeti, Iceman, a snowman.
Nice. That's trippy, right? I like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That happens quite often. That's
very
quite
cool,
often, of course, series. They did good for jokes too.
Yeah,
hallucinations are really good for jokes too.
Nice, man.
Yeah, he got some hallucinating there too.
Cool. Well, Fizchozo, man, thanks for coming on the show and sharing this campaign. I hope this gets funded for you. There's 14 days, everyone. 14 days left. It may extend another 30 days. Again, reach out to Fizchozo. If he messages you, hear him out. Get him on your stream. Let's start promoting Goofenoid and let's make it happen for this book. All right?
Goofenoid.
Goofenoid. I love the name. I love the name. I love the concept, man.
Yeah, looks like fun.
Love that cover. I really do, man. I love this cover. That's great. That's gold right there.
Yes.
You got.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Like I said, it's intentionally misleading cover.
Yeah.
That's
I like that.
Required for this concept.
There you go, man. Now, Fizz, you're more than welcome to hang for our next guest, or if you have to go, you can do that as well.
Hang in since
all right,
I have
awesome.
nothing better to do.
There you go. So we got a returning guest coming back to the show. Great creator. Everyone, let's please. Actually, some of you may know him from the chat. He's a little something about metal, something about movies and brewskis. I don't know what this guy's.
I know that guy. I know that guy from the chat.
You know that guy. You know that guy. Well, hey, let's welcome to the show, Mr. Matt.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, man? How we doing?
Excellent, man. Thanks for having me.
So you made it happen. It actually happened.
Yeah.
Issue 2, because you do everything, right? You do everything on this book.
Yeah, I try.
Very cool, sir. Man. So Butch Cleaver is awesome book. You've got your second Indiegogo going on, but real quick, since you are a returning guest and this is a second book, just really quick, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into comics, and a bit about Butch Cleaver 1, and then we'll jump into what we got going on with Butch Cleaver 2.
Sure. Yeah. Been drawing since I was a kid, since I was probably about 4 or something like that, 3 or 4. And comics, I got into comics. I'm just an indie guy. I got into it from my dad, my grandpa, my uncle, early age. And I always wanted to make a comic book. you know, like I grew up in the '90s, so the Sam Keith, the Max, and Tom McFarlane's Spawn, all those, you know, Dale Keown's Pit, a lot of those books were really big influence on me. But Batman was always my jam. That's my favorite character. Him and
Nice.
yeah, I just you know, basically was you know, drawing a lot of the Max in high school. Moved out of that and moved on to playing in some metal bands and stuff. That was fun. And I always wanted to make a comic too. So I was drawing the whole time, and I came upon this idea. I had a couple ideas for a couple other books, but none of them really like resonated on, you know, as much as this Butch Cleaver character did. And I just wanted to make a world where it was kind of inspired by like westerns and, you know, old horror movies and even, you know, horror movies from like silent film, the Hammer films, the slasher films, lots of different influences, the spaghetti westerns, the Western genre in general. So like basically if you threw like Swamp Thing, Batman, Jonah Hex, and Hellboy into a meat grinder, Butch Cleaver would come out. And that being said, it's like Batman, you're going to have kind of like a Gothic City. Swamp Thing, he's kind of like similar in that regard to, he's an avatar somewhat of like to the Bone. So he controls bone on a molecular level. Jonah Hex, it's a, you know, he's kind of got that, you know, grizzly cowboy kind of badass to him. And Hellboy, I've wanted to put a lot of different lore from around the world. That's what I loved about Mignola's Hellboy. Different folklores and whatnot, as much as I can into the story. So in the Butch Cleaver 1, you're basically dealing with this guy that's been resurrected by a voodoo curse. And that curse gives him the power again to weaponize bone on a molecular level. And he is cursed by this character called the Voodoo Doll. And the Voodoo Doll is one of these big bosses in the town of Oubliette. And if you do business with him, he makes a voodoo doll of you and keeps it as like an insurance policy. So if you step out of line, he'll turn you into like a, you know, a hex or a cactus or a pincushion. And that's what happens to Butch Cleaver. He steps out of line, him and his boss, the Whitey Ratatouille, as a slaughter meat tycoon sort of type deal, the guy. And when Butch comes back, he's just basically trying to figure out who killed him. And that's like the main struggle in the first book. And he's got this bounty hunter on his trail called Opie the Old Opossum, Whitey's cousin. So he's having to deal with that. And that's basically me in a nutshell. I've been working on this character for 10 years now. So I just, it's been a while. So I've been trying to grow as a storyteller. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
No, I'm saying, I know, you know, from last time you're telling me like how long you've worked on it in between things, you know, it's been a journey for you.
Yeah, it's been a long way, man. Just trying to, you know, evolve and just level up each year as much as I can. So I work a full-time job, and then I try to do this for 4 hours a day, you know, so it's either pencils, inks, colors, lettering, edits, promoting on social media, going into shows, whatever I can. So it's all that, planning, staging, things like that, every day. So I try to do that, you know, and, you know, if you want to level up your art and your storytelling and stuff, you have to set time to it. But, you know, if you're doing a bunch of stuff, it's kind of hard sometimes to get really good at one thing. So
yeah, definitely. In Time of Dying says Butch Cleaver would be right at home in the Coffin Comics universe. Hey, you never know. Reach out to Polito, you know. But let's check out your campaign video.
Sure. Thank you.
Wow.
Whoa, what was that Indiegogo thing at the end?
Yeah, my boy Red Gaze did the trailer, and then the song is actually my band. So if you guys back the book, you'll get the song I send it to instantly. And that's just the first minute of the song. So if you guys ever want to check out the song, it's the second video later on. It's a little death metal-y. I got the lyrics in there too, but yeah, that's part of basically for the whole campaign. Every week I wanted to add like a new campaign gift to the campaign. So each, you know, we're on the last week right now of the campaign. I got like 5 days left, so you get a lot of tchotchkes with this.
Very cool, man. So let's scroll through and check this out. Yeah, that music was awesome. What do you play again? Are you guitar?
No, my buddy Dave, he does like all the music. I just scream into the microphone basically and write the lyrics.
Oh, nice.
Very
nice.
cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So you got your cover here. It's your main cover, right?
Yeah, I just have the one cover.
Now you got like that stained glass vibe going on here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was what I was going for. Hell yeah.
I like that.
Thank you,
I like
sir.
that. Now this is awesome right here. This is what you were talking about, right?
Yeah, that's the voodoo doll. That's
the voodoo guy.
Yeah, so like that's like basically the front of the house is the house of love. That's like he's got his own religion in the book.
Mm-hmm.
It's its own thing. And then in the back it's the dollhouse. That's where he does all of his pimping and stuff. And he's just one of the many bosses throughout the town. There's a bunch of different you know. I was really inspired by Gangs of New York too, that and you know, Gotham, you know.
Nice.
And these are all the different stuff that you get when you back the book, like you get like this metal bottle opener right here. It's pretty by Phoenix Animation.
Let's bring that up here. Look at that.
No joke.
Well, that's no joke.
Yeah, so it's from that banner right there. It's by Phoenix Animation.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that's one thing. The song I'm gonna want a poster, some trading cards. You know, Preston Azevedo. It's got a black and white one right there, and a bunch of other ones. 6 a.m. sticker. I wanted to do a bumper sticker.
I love 6 a.m. stuff. I love how he takes every Indiegogo campaign and like does his own style to it, and he's building that whole collage of just everyone's characters. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Got the bumper sticker. So we got some interior art here.
Yeah.
Gruesome as always. I feel, did you have like, I can't remember if it was your book or not or something. You had something, I think, in the first book with like a head exploding or something. Was that yours? Or like the skull coming out of the head or so? I don't know. It was like hit so hard, like the skull came out or something.
Probably. There's a lot of that. I might have happened a couple times. There's one where he blows a guy's brains out and it comes out the back of his head.
That's it. Yeah. That was a great panel you did.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and so this one in part 2, we're gonna do a deep dive into his origin. So we're gonna find out where his parents met and why they came to Oubliette and how he was born and why he became the psychopath that he is. You know, and we're gonna find out if he's the victim, the villain, or the victor. That's Butch Cleaver 2. So you're gonna see, you know, if it is a maniac redeemable. I don't think they are, but I'm gonna try to go there with this character if I'm given the opportunity and if I'm blessed, like I was in the first campaign.
Nice. I love your art style. You know, it's very unique. It's your own, and it works. I think with your book and the story because it's kind of haunting and creepy.
Oh,
you kind of have like a creepy art style.
Very.
I'm not gonna lie, you know, and just like the whole realm of your universe, it all works so well.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's him fighting that Zulambi, this big. I wanted to make a zombie that was from Africa, like where the religion started, and he's just a badass in there. And he gives Butch a run for his money. And when Butch is reformed, he basically makes this bone cocoon and has to rehatch, basically. He's not OP though, so he has to drink shots of whiskey milk to get his calcium.
Calcium.
Yeah, shooting up some pimps right there. That's him when he was alive. And then I wanted to make a world right there. He's fighting the pirate Raw Meat Ren. He has like a blunderbuss arm that has a hook in it and a blade too. And I wanted to make a world where I can have like, you know, cowboys, Native Americans, pirates, Vikings, samurais, ninjas, you know, and have it kind of make it organic. But I don't know, it's fun. And right there's this cop, 5 Points Fitzpatrick, this dirty cop that's on the payroll of the voodoo doll. This story, the second issue, picks up where the first one does, and I guess it was inspired a little bit kind of by like the Raid and Dread, where you have this character, and even maybe Conan Tower of the Elephant, where you're climbing this tower and you're facing all these lieutenants, you know, and the voodoo doll's at the top, you know, and I wanted Butch to get his ass kicked, and lots of fun.
Nice. So how long is it? So when did we have you on? Back in 2019?
Well, what happened was I came on a couple times, but there was a storm like this because I lined it up exactly the same.
Yeah.
So and I was like, oh damn, I was like, there's gonna be a storm tonight too. I'll probably not be able to do it.
Yeah, because the first time you had issues, right? Like we couldn't get you on, but it's been like what, a year since you've been on?
Yeah, I tried to launch exactly a year to make it consistent with the because I launched on my birthday last year. That's his bull tour. That's like a cross between Batman and the Batmobile and Robin put together.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this is cool, man. I really dig your style. I like it a lot.
Thank you, sir.
It's creepy and spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to have some glow in the dark stuff with this.
That would be awesome. I would love to have the
very cool, man. Very cool. Opie. Nice.
That's Mothman, man. That's the guy that wakes him up. He's this crazy, like, well, if you guys read the book, you'll find out. And that there is the bone void. That's this desert where the sands are made of bone dust, and he's hatched from that bone abbey. And that's Butch's insignia. I want to make a button of that. I thought it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
So
very cool. Very cool. What actually inspired you to create this character?
Well, I've had a lot of different, just a lot
this
of
one's stuck. This one's stuck with you.
I had a lot. I would say that my grandma was a butcher back in Detroit back in the day. My grandpa was a Detroit cop back in the 50s, and that might have rubbed off on me. He lived a very adventurous life, and so that might have rubbed off on a little bit. And then I don't know, there's a lot of comics and TV, man, in the 90s, and a lot of horror movies. Maybe too many. A lot of metal albums, a lot of westerns. The 90s is 90s is like I think 90s was the best era because like we had just enough. You know what I mean? Of like technology and things like that. So
yeah, I love the 90s, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a party.
Bring it back. Bring it back, right? I know it was, because think about it. It was like we had enough technology. We had, we had video games, but we still went out, right?
Yeah.
You still had to go, you started being able to go online to see what movies were playing, but you still always checked the newspaper. Cell phones were coming in, but they weren't glued to us.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it was just, really, thank you, Apple, for ruining society. Your product's great, but because of you, I literally sit there and I'm sitting there on the couch just texting my wife because why talk anymore, right?
Yeah.
Even though she's like 10 feet from me on the other couch, it's like you're so glued to everything that's happening outside of your actual world. It's unbelievable. Like we'll never go back though. Everyone's like, we'll go back this and that.
I know.
It's craziness, absolute craziness, but we're stuck with it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But man, this book looks great. Again, I'm going to preach this to everybody out there watching live, that's watching recorded. Share these campaigns, get these creators on your streams, back them if you can. I mean, this is great stuff, right? I mean, we're watching creators. This is campaign number 2 here, right? Or issue number 2 here. I mean, we get to watch evolution of creators when you're in the indie scene, Alton's on his 4th campaign. He's expanding a universe. You've got Matt on issue 2 of Butch Cleaver, just people sparing their blood, sweat, and tears, extra time, working day jobs, becoming doctors, right? Getting their doctorates out there, working hard, meddling it up, screaming their lyrics and their love out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing better than indie comics and the creators that are in it. So we got to share it. We got to grow it, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. This is good stuff because each book gets better and better. Artists get better. The stories get better. The networking gets better. The colors get better. People that were doing everything, maybe the 3rd issue, you're like, hey, man, I didn't have to draw this one or I didn't have to color this one, these things expand and they become better. You get to fund the books you want.
All right.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for someone to create something you want. You get to find someone that's already creating something you want that gets to do anything their own way. Yeah. No one has to tell them what to do. You are the publisher. You're the editor. Perfect world, right?
Yeah.
And you get to help fund it, people. That's all I'm saying. You want it, you get to pay for it. You get to pay for what you want. There's nothing better than that. And if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it because you can go fund the guy that is making what you want. But we'll respect everyone, right? We'll respect each other as creators and we'll help share everyone's work. So that's what we need to do. And that's why we do crowdfunding comics. And that's why I'm happy you all joined us tonight in the world of live streaming and in the world of watching this recorded. And it's a good thing. It definitely is. That's the future for us as comic creators. Is just taking your own hands.
Yep.
You're seeing it now, mainstream, right?
Yeah.
Scott Snyder going subscription. This guy going subscription. They see the writing on the wall. You know, the market that mainstream is producing is for a certain audience that's not buying, and we all know that, and that's why we're producing our own stuff, because you're not cracking into mainstream right now until that system adjusts itself to be more welcoming for everyone, because they just shut a whole society out, and it's just going in one direction.
Yeah.
Why can't they do both? I don't know. Makes no sense. So just make your own. Make your own. I love crowdfunding. I get to, if you're making something I actually like, I get to freaking pay you to make it.
Yeah.
You know? If I want boobies in my comics, if I want to see nipples in my comics and you got it, I'm paying you to make it because that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. If I want a good sci-fi book, I'm paying you to make it. There's nothing better than that.
Yep.
Nothing better. Instead of just sitting around waiting and hoping that a big publisher comes out with something cool.
Right.
Otherwise, you get disappointed and then you just collect back issues, right? Who knows? But again, thank you guys for coming on. Alton, thanks for hanging out for the whole show, man. I really appreciate it. We really got to have you on more. You know, I wish I could have everyone on all the time, but it's a tough game to do. But I really do appreciate what you guys are doing. Your campaigns look great. Everyone, please support all the campaigns you saw tonight. You know, Dan and Knightmare, Dan Mendoza is a fantastic, down-to-earth creator.
Yeah, yes.
He's just awesome. He is. Knightmare is fantastic as well. She's gotten her feet wet in creating, and she's putting out some great books. They work together. They truly are a Bonnie and Clyde couple that are just ride or die for comics, having a good time, doing what they want and making what their fans want. And you followed it up with Alton. Boom, same thing. Just ride or die with his creations. He's making what he wants. He does it for his fans and the fans that he keeps building. Matt's doing it. Hopefully, Fizz Chozo gets his moving. You know, it's his first one. He's got a long stretch. Let's help him get it, make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, so everyone, I hope you had a great time watching the show. I hope our guests had a great time. Make sure to click those links below. I don't know, you fine gentlemen have anything else to say before we sign off?
I'll just say you can find me on Twitter at Roomcutter Comic. You could check out my channel if you want to subscribe. It's Metal Movies and Brewskis, where I talk about metal movies, you know, beer, and thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, Matt, thanks for coming on. Alton, my friend.
Very
Any
cool.
last words?
You know, Kickstarter, which is a Westchester, Vampires of NJ on Instagram, Vampires of New Jersey on Facebook. Vampires #8 is next. That'll be out, in November. So just trying to roll along. But thanks for having me, Nile. I always have fun on this show.
Definitely. And Fizz Chozo pop back in. He had a technical issue.
Yeah.
Fizz, do you have any last words before we sign off?
I would say I wanted to say that I like the concept of the voodoo doll, the Butch Cleaver antagonist, because I usually think of unique concepts like that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. I think your book's gonna succeed. You got a good concept, man. I think it's hilarious and it's fun.
Yeah, but I don't have enough money to change the cover, so
We'll get
leave the cover, bro.
Unless
That's
the
a
cover.
good
There's nothing wrong with the cover.
Hey,
There's
there's
nothing
nothing
wrong
wrong
with
with
it.
the cover.
the cover is designed to be
It's a great cover.
misleading.
Just keep it.
Basically trying to subvert your expectations. Basically, we
not.
always think clowns
He's a
are going to be bad
Goofenoid,
guys,
man.
so I try to make him like a good guy. I make a bad guy, make like a bad guy. Then that's actually a good guy. That was the point of the cover. But
You keep that cover. That cover's dynamite right there. I love that cover. You're gonna keep that cover.
Yeah, the Creeper was scary too, but that was a good comic.
Yeah, it's a good scary.
Oh, Goofenoid, you're right on track. Just keep going the way you're going.
Keep going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everyone, like I said, please make sure to give some attention to our campaigns tonight. I want to thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week. Keep an eye out for the promos. We got a couple shows going next week, The Week in Pop, another crowdfunding comics. We may do something special on Tuesday night as well. I got to talk that out with my compadre, Mr. Tucci, and see if we got a couple surprise guests that we're trying to coordinate in. And I think it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Some are going to fall in line with some major anniversaries, and it may even fall with amazing things that happened in the 90s. We will see. Rocketeer. What? What did I just say? Anyways. All right, everyone, have a great night. We'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for tuning in to Crowdfunding Comics. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for Jojo. Thanks, now.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey everyone!
Thank
Hey
you for
everyone!
joining us
Thank
on
you
Pop
for joining
XP.
us on Pop XP.
If you haven't already,
make sure to click that
subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.